The final word.
The final word.
The final word.
Yeah.
Hey,
What up?
Cowboys making some moves.
Yeah.
It's a thing we got to talk about, Law.
We got to get in on it, man. Bittersweet day, you know.
Yeah.
Bittersweet. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we got it right. Yeah. Trade deadline. And Jerry Jones said, we are buying, Law.
Not selling. Yeah.
We are buying. Man. I'm with it.
Hey, man. Hey, one way or another, man. That's all we can do, man. Got to be with it.
The final word. Yeah. Because, you know.
What's your thoughts on try hard or give up or quit, man? What's your thoughts on those things, man? Try hard, give up, or quit. What's your thoughts on those three categories?
In general, try hard. That's why I feel what he's saying. Gonna get Mingo. And then I'm gonna say this: be aggressive in other areas. There's no other. You can't be half aggressive. The final word. Be aggressive with Trey Lance.
Wow.
I said it. I mean it.
Be aggressive with him.
Get aggressive with him. Why you go spend a fourth rounder for emergency? Get in an emergency, don't even use it. Don't make sense. You in an emergency. You've spent the fourth rounder for emergency purposes on Trey, a former top 5.
Okay.
And this is the real.
What's the real?
The defense, when Cooper Rush went on that run, didn't allow the opposing offense to gain over 20 points when he won those 4 games. Everybody got to ask themselves, will that magic happen twice?
Hey. Will it happen twice? That's the main thing. You know,
will it happen twice?
You know, the main thing is the main thing. The final word. I would say this. I talked to a person that's inside, said that also the philosophy changed when Cooper get in there, though. If Cooper Rush gonna play,
yeah,
they say they get more balance. They strategize. They don't take the risk as much. They play the field. They do everything that you want them to do
with Dak.
With Dak out there, they don't do it with Dak out there. Yeah.
Well, I would say that it is a game that they did not, even with Cooper Rush. And that was versus Philly. For the most part, that person that told you that is right. Because in 4 of those wins, they averaged 30 attempts on the ground when they won.
There you go.
In 4 of those wins. They only did that one time with Dak Prescott this year.
The final word. Yeah. Guess what you can do on Philly? Run on the outside. Can't run up the gut. We'll see, though.
Let's get it.
Subject to play action. Let's get it.
And we got Big in the building. What's up, Big?
We gotta give him one of these.
Yeah, I just wanna run it up. Kind of check or something.
Boy, Big in the building. Let's go.
I've been really in the field. Let her wish I know the feel. I just wanna run it up.
Now.
Man, just give me the 30.
Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them I change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Let's go.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Let's go, man. Let's go. All right. Big, what's up, man?
Mr.
You trying to get his sound
Big.
going? He gonna get his sound going.
Mr. Big.
He gonna figure it out. He always does. He come.
Yeah.
He come. All right, man. I want to kick it off with this while we're waiting on Big.
Clay will IR him, and so we'll see kind of how his rehab goes.
Jerry, you guys are going with Cooper Rush. Was there significant thought to maybe going with Trey Lance and just seeing what you had there with the way that the record is right now?
Well, let's just don't dismiss the possibility of doing anything. And the going with has a past tense aspect to it that I wouldn't recognize. It's not impossible to incorporate some of the skills that we might get from both quarterbacks.
In order to make Trey, a guy who actually starts a game, would it take an injury to Cooper, or is there talk about it either way?
I wouldn't get into that, but obviously he's got to be front and center a lot because you're one play away from not having Cooper. So just that alone,
Cooper,
much less. There are things that we can do with him that I think can add punch to the offense.
Jerry Jones here, the fan. Jerry Rush had a phenomenal run.
Okay, we got to talk about that. That gets very interesting.
Yeah.
Start with you, Law.
Well, the Cowboys got to get more creative. I've seen chances and opportunities to use Trey Lance in the first 4 games or the first 5 or how many games we even played, because he got unique skill set. He is quick, he is fast, and teams that are trying to win, they use creativity. Peyton, what's that guy name that played for the Saints or what have you? The quarterback that they utilize and use when they get into the red zone. Taysom, I've seen Taysom do it. We've seen other teams throughout the league do it. Matter of fact, the 49ers did it. That was his first touchdown ever. Trey Lance, they use him on an option play to the outside to get him to the end zone. That was his first touchdown recorded in the 49ers uniform. So if Cooper is going to be out there on the field, if you want to throw a wrinkle out there, let's do that. He's getting paid $5.5 million, and that's Trey Lance. You used the 4th round draft pick. We've been banging on the table for a long time, all this year and last year. Hey, what we got him for, right? As far as that 4th round draft pick. So you might as well burn it now. Here's the thing. Let's say if we go on this magical run, right? And as delusional as it may sound. Let's say if we do. It may not even happen. It may not happen, right? But you can't get nothing from none of these guys because there's no foreseeable contract for the 2025 season, right? So you yourself got to get back in line to even pick these boys up, and they have a free range to go wherever they want to go because there's no contract for the foreseeable future, which is crazy.
Yeah, I just think you got to be aggressive right now.
Yeah.
Me and Big was talking about it on Twitter today. And we were talking about Mingo. We gonna talk about this Mingo. We got something to say about Mingo. I want to talk about this Big. Wait. We gonna come back to that. All right, listen. All right, but you got to get aggressive, man. If you go spend a 4th round, don't be half aggressive. Save your season. If you're trying to save your season, save your season.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Now, first we talking about Cooper Rush and Trey Lance. I'm pro Trey Lance. I'm saying rip the Band-Aid off make him a game manager, go with the Justin Field plan. And if you go with the Justin Field plan, it's going to be what you always said, Big, about 30 attempts at the most a game throwing. And you go make sure you balance and you go win and die by that.
30 for 30.
30 for 30. That's exactly what they did with Justin Fields when they lost Russell Wilson with that knee. So I don't see why we can't do the same.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got him. You spent the 4th round pick. You might as well play him,
Right.
and play him a lot. Try to get something back from it, because I don't know if he's going to be your backup. Cooper Rush is not going to be there. He's only on the 1-year deal too. And I'm sorry, hey, we don't want to give up the season. So I guess you would start a Cooper Rush, but man, Cooper Rush ain't nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Cooper Rush, I know he played okay against the Falcons, but the Falcons' defense ain't that good.
Yeah.
So play Trey Lance.
Yes.
Play him. Play Mingo. Play Lance. Play all of them.
Yes. 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 I kind of thought we might fight on that, Big. We didn't even have no fight.
No, we're going to fight on you spend a 4th rounder on some dude that we like, what? I mean, 4th rounder, you seen these trades that went around today? It feel like they got fleeced a little bit.
I got some thoughts on that big game, James. Here's my thoughts. Jerry Jones in the front office, like Jerry Stephen, they don't pay attention to the outside world. They don't pay attention to those other deals. They only looking at it from the internal world, and they looking at it like, damn, here's this guy that they had a second round grade on. Here's the guy.
Nobody else did.
Yeah, but they did, and that's why they're looking at it from their point of view, is that they spent a 4th round draft pick on a 2nd round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're looking at it, and it's the same point of view that they have even with Trey Lance. Believe it or not, they look at it like, hey, we had a 2nd round grade on Trey, or 1st or 2nd, whatever it may be, and we only spend a 4th. They're not looking at anybody else, because that's how they're narcissists. They are egotistic, and that's what the Joneses do. They're gonna spend this into the positive views of it, which I get it from their point of view, because they don't pay attention to the outside world deal.
Nothing that they can
Hold
spend
on,
to,
Big. Not Big. Hold on, Law and Big. Watch this, because I want to play it.
Well, I see that improving. I think we can do some things. We're going to bring a receiver in more than likely today that we've really have thought a lot of and wanted to draft him, and so we're going to get a chance to get him. So I can see improvement, much less the players that we haven't had.
Man, ain't nobody listening to him.
Wait.
Ain't nobody listening to him.
Wait.
You don't know what he's talking about. Ain't
What's
nobody
your point?
listening to him. He sounded like he was about to die.
Wait a
I ain't
minute.
trying to be funny, but he did. He sound old. I mean, 82. Listen, I'm gonna say this again. 82-year-old general manager. Right. I'm not listening to him any longer.
It's embarrassing, though. Yeah, it is.
82 years old.
Yeah.
And he's our guy, making the moves. Are we serious? And you're gonna say, "Oh, we got Mingo. Oh, and we like that." Okay, you spent your 4th round pick. Okay, and you got Mingo, who's sitting the bench behind a 1st rounder in Leggett, an undrafted receiver, and a 7th rounder, and he's still sitting the bench behind them. And yet y'all had a high grade on him. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, when he gets on the team, I don't want to see no sit in the bench. I don't want to see, well, he's still learning this. No, he better hit the ground running, because this ain't making no sense to me. When I see across the board, I get it. They didn't look at other people, but across the board, you should be able to. This dude has not been doing anything. So why would you spend a 4th when the Panthers over there are saying, hey, they did a great job over there? Panthers are jumping up for joy and saying, this dude wasn't even going to play and he wasn't going to be on this roster in the foreseeable future. So them getting a 4th for him is outstanding. We're looking over here like, what? Panthers over there celebrating. What are we celebrating?
Yeah, I can tell you, Mingo, my thoughts on Mingo is the first thing I'm always do is I go look back at what was my original opinion on Mingo. Okay. So I put it in the Boss Cowboy Guide when he was drafted. He was my number 3. And so I had him as a number 3 possession receiver in the whole draft, right? So I put supersized Dak Friendly. So when I put supersized Dak Friendly, that means he can run routes. He's a bigger guy that can run routes. I wouldn't say great, but good. Okay.
Okay.
I had a 3rd round target on him. Okay. So then I go check his film and I go look at him, and it jogged my memory a little bit even more. And this is my opinion on him being a number 1. No. Him being a potential number 2, possible with that. Him being in the number 3, absolutely. And he's somebody that we didn't have and don't have except with Floyd North, where he's bigger but also fast. So
I give you that.
It's one of those things to where if they getting by Philly, you gonna only do that to me with Trey Lance. I don't see you doing that with Cooper Rush. I'm just being honest. I don't see it happening. I don't think he has enough offense in him. But if you can maybe get some help in here with this guy, and you can have a game management offense with Trey Lance, then I think you got a chance.
Now this guy. Go ahead, Big Game James. Go ahead. I love to hear.
That's what I was going to say, because you were saying that will we have a chance with Cooper Rush? We remember the record a few years ago.
Yeah, 4-1.
That was a better defense then.
Yeah,
that was a better defense.
I agree.
Then. Way better defense.
Yeah,
way better, less injuries. Way better defense.
Yep.
So I can't lean on that now. I can't lean on a Cooper Rush being an effective quarterback now, game in and game out, because he don't have the defense that's going to carry him. The offensive line is in flux. Your running game, although it did look good with Rico this past Sunday, it's still, we don't know. You know what I mean? And we don't know what you have in Mingo. I do like the age. I do like the size. I do like that. But when you're talking about Cooper Rush coming in, I don't see where winnable games are coming in the near future. When you had a Dak Prescott there, I don't see a Cooper Rush going to come in and get sneaky wins when a Dak Prescott couldn't. And that
let me ask you this though, Big Game James, because if you was the coach last game, how would you would have won? Was the game winnable if you was coaching? How would you would have?
That was a definitely winnable game.
And tell me how you would have done it. With Dak
before Dak got hurt?
Or before Dak got hurt? Tell me how you would have done it.
I mean, first of all, we were winning the running game. Rico was running the ball effectively. So I would have kept on trying to run that ball, because the Falcons' defense is not a good defense. They didn't have no kind of pass rush. They're one of the bottom of the barrel defenses. They don't have a great run defense. The secondary is suspect. So I would have kept on running the ball with Rico, and then I would have been really working Jake Ferguson. I would have really been working those underneath routes. You know what I'm saying? Crossing routes, things of that nature. The screen game. You saw Rico's good with the screen game, and those were effective in that game. So I would try to bleed it out, kind of make it a long game, to where we have long drives and score a touchdown. Because the problem is we drive all the way down the field, and then once they get to the 20 or get near that 30, they get anemic. And all of a sudden, all the stuff that was working all up until you got near that red zone, then all of a sudden, 3 bad plays. And I just don't understand that. Some play action. Your running game was working. Play action. Go to some other people. Tolbert, Brooks. Stop looking at CD Lamb every damn play, because they're bracketing him. So other guys would have to step up. So I would be looking at the Jalen Tolberts, the Fergusons, and would have stayed with that run with Rico, and I would have kept on trying to sprinkle in Dalvin Cook and Hunter Luepke. I would have ran Hunter Luepke in that game too.
Yeah, so my whole point of bringing that up is that they did all what you said all the way up into the third quarter. and I love that it matched what Boss just pulled up on the screen. It's like the Cowboys gave Rico a punishment for being successful on running the ball. Right? It's like, hey, you whooping ass. Let's go to the third quarter and put you on the bench, right? And they brought up the other running back, and you can see the number speaks for itself.
Crazy.
When the Atlanta Falcons, they gave the Atlanta Falcons life. Because if you really look at it, for 2 weeks in a row, the Cowboys had a good plan that was working. And I get it. I understand the San Fran game that they ended up pulling off from us. But it was working. We was running
game
the ball,
was working, man.
We showed physicality. And here's what they can do now. Since Dak Prescott is not into the system, and I'm not using this as an scapegoat, but I'm just using this as a strategy point. Them suckers going to stick to 30 for 30. They're going to stick to the run. They're going to stick to the things that's working because they're going to think in their mindset that, hey, Cooper can't throw this ball all over the field, even if it's trigger Trey. They're going to say to themselves, let's keep it safe. And they're going to end up winning these games by being absolutely focused in on strategy. It's not. They're gonna end up winning. They're gonna end up being. Look, I know you looking at it. I know you looking at it from the aspect of what the Cowboys did the last 2 weeks. But think about it. Dak Prescott in the San Fran game, he turned the ball over. Where was that turnover at, Boss? What side of the field that turnover was at? And what momentum did that cause? And if they were running the ball, that wouldn't even been a situation.
Exactly.
Right? Dak Prescott forced, and of course the play calling was terrible, but he made it even worse on their side of the field. And that's we can say it's on the coaching staff, we can say it on Dak, but two wrongs don't make a right. That killed the momentum in that San Fran game. And then if you look at last week and you look into the third quarter, what do? We went for it on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, and did some crazy call, a jet sweep. That gave life to Atlanta, right? We went for a fake punt. That gave life. Those were 14 points that we pretty much gave up for free. Now they're going to play the field. They're going to go back to your philosophy, big game, 30 for 30.
And they're going to mess around and win.
They're going to mess around and cause this old chaos. I know it sounds delusional.
It's not.
But it's
30 for 30 work, bro. Balance works, especially with the
30 does work. 30 for 30 does work with good teams. Dallas is not a good team right now. They're mistake prone, penalties. We saw those penalties, crucial penalties in that game against Atlanta that hurt them. They get a drop.
And scared play calling. Goofy stuff like going forward.
How many false starts did we have in that game?
5, 4 or 5, right?
Exactly. This is not a good team. So when I hear y'all say that, I'm not trying to hate and go against it. But this
we got to play. I think both is true.
Two things can be true.
I think it's both is true. We got a better chance of winning being 30 for 30, but we still making too many mistakes to say we good.
Right. Because if you're not playing good football and your team is not good, you can't afford these little mental mistakes that Dallas kids continue to shoot themselves in the foot. So
because they was imbalanced the first half, it just was. It was with bad, like going forward with that punt and throwing it to Godwin and
that was bad situations. And on top of that, big game, James, let me ask you this. If we had but if we had Anthony Brown versus Carson, we probably been better. You saw what Carson did. What's going on with him, man? I want to snatch 21 off of him, man. What's going on with him?
Hey, wait, hold on. I got to hit a fake for that.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go.
The honesty. Say, I listen. I put it like this: Carson was their bailout. He was their bailout the whole game.
The defense playing good.
Yeah, the defense played good, and when they needed a bailout, they went to Carson, bro.
21.
Can you do something?
What's your thoughts on it? What's your thoughts?
Man, now I got to go back one more time, though. Hold on, I got to say one more thing before Big go. Law, I'm so impressed with what you said, bro, because I swear to God, I said the same thing. I said they put 21 on him.
Oh, yeah.
Big, they put 21 on him, bro.
I like take that number off, man.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is this. You know, I've been talking about this the last 3 to 4 weeks. Dallas drafts have been okay. A lot of people have been hyping their drafts, but I went through the draft since 2016. They ain't been great. They've been average. If you really look at it, and I broke it down. You can definitely go check. But this is another thing where we get hyped about the draft picks because we don't have nothing else to get hyped over. Is that not right? We can't get hyped over free agency. We can't get hyped over no free agency moves. So we have to get hyped over the draft. So whenever a player comes in, we may overhype it just because you don't have nothing to get hyped about. You get what I'm saying? And I think this is what happened with these drafts. We're like, ooh, yeah, we had a great draft. And then the draft is all later, 2 years later, you're like, man, that draft was terrible. You get what I'm saying? So we need to have some balance here and not just act like, okay, just because we had this draft that all these players are great and they're going to come in and turn up. These are rookies, and this is the problem again. You don't adequately replace your team. You lost 12 free agents. Right. You could have got some guys. And Stephen Gilmore, okay, he's still long in the tooth, but if you bring back them old guys, you could have brought him back, right? And then you could have had Carson learn and slowly bring him in. But no, what does Dallas do? They don't want to sign no free agents. They let people walk, and what do? They draft players, and they push these rookies right there on the forefront, make them play right now. You got a 5th rounder. You're playing him right now. You're putting all that pressure on him. Boss, you already know cornerback is not an easy position to play, especially as a rookie. And you're throwing a 5th rounder in there in the fire with, he got it. Give him 21, too. Extra pressure, give him 21. 21. 21. And let them do it. Come on, man. What kind of stuff is this? This is ass backwards to me when you're talking about it. You keep putting all these pressure on these rookies because you don't want to go out and do nothing else. And guess what? Some of these rookies ain't for prime time. And because they ain't ready for prime time, they're getting exposed.
Man, so you spitting the truth. One thing I can say, I listened to Boss Cowboys.
What the fuck is that?
And the boss, you was telling us like what they needed to do to slow down Cal Pitts. Here's my thing. They did exactly what you said that they supposed to do, right?
They did.
But they left out one area, 21. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Number 7 for us, he didn't play well when we got into the red zone. Because but at the end of the day, everything that you pulled out on the tape, what they needed to do, they did it.
They did.
They just didn't cover. They just
1 year and easy.
Yep. Yeah. They just didn't cover up for the number 21.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we got the contracts playing. The contracts are playing right now. Right. We've been talking about Donovan Wilson, who everybody is turning his ass up, and then Malik Hooker is just okay. And then we keep on saying Free Wanye or Marquise Bell, but those two guys make the more money. And I don't know if it's a Zimmer thing or the call is coming from upstairs, but why can't these other guys get some time or some play? Because much longer is Donovan Wilson going to be with the Cowboys? Not long. How long is Malik Hooker going to be with Dallas? Not long. So why don't you get these other guys who are cheap and let them play? Nope. They're like, they're making the money, so they got to continue to start and continue to hurt the team. It doesn't make no sense to me. We all can see that Donovan Wilson is not great in coverage. He keeps getting exposed. You have a guy who we think is a little bit better in coverage and maybe a better all-around player. So why does he continue to sit the bench while Donovan Wilson continues to get exposed?
Yeah.
And
that boy spitting over there.
And I know we go talking about Philly, bro. Dallas Goedert done hit a new zone too, bro. He the most he more dangerous than Kittle. Yeah, I said it.
And Kyle Pitts.
And Kyle Pitts. Man, that Dallas Goedert, man. When AJ Brown wasn't playing, you didn't even miss AJ Brown. For real. Dallas Goedert was getting that.
That offense going.
Yeah, they got a top 10. They got a top 10 offense and the third. They got the third ranked defense. Philadelphia Eagles got third.
That's why you got to go with Trey Lance, man. Don't even be stupid.
I'm just saying, with Kellen Moore over there, and Dallas beat him when he was in San Diego, and now he probably licking his chops seeing his defense. He probably gonna call all kind of crazy shit in that game.
The only time that this stuff would probably work, though, bro.
That's true. That's true.
But the only time that this would have worked if we still had Quinn, because of Kellen Moore, Quinn knew Kellen Moore's deal there. So now we have Zim here. it's going to be a situation whereas Zim don't know Kellen Moore like that. And then Kellen Moore, the last 2 times that we played him, I think that we beat Zim with Kellen Moore. So
they say Dallas Goedert is hurt. Whew.
Goddard is hurt. Okay.
That's what I heard.
So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We know that that's a team with 3 dimensions. They can run the ball with the quarterback as well as the running back, and they can throw the ball to AJ or Smitty. So you're going to have to cover every blade of grass. And it's going to be a long night. So this is how you do it, though. TOP.
Yep.
You got to control
TOP.
the clock. Yep. TOP.
TOP.
Yep.
And surprise. And see,
Yep.
this is the problem, though. It's not a surprise no more.
What's that?
See, I said surprise, but it's not a surprise because Jerry talked about it today.
oh yeah, damn. He should have you got that clip, go ahead and play it. Cause I would have waited. I would have waited to the game day.
Yeah. He let it out the bag. Let me play it again, bro. The element of surprise is gone. That's why when you mix GM with owner, they don't mix.
Clay will IR him, and so we'll see kind of how his rehab goes.
Jerry, you guys are going with Cooper Rush. Was there significant thought to maybe going with Trey Lance and just seeing what you had there with the way that the record is right now?
Well, let's just don't dismiss the possibility of doing anything. And the going with has a past tense aspect to it that I wouldn't recognize you. It's not impossible to incorporate some of the skills that we might get from both quarterbacks.
In order to make Trey, a guy who actually starts a game, would it take an injury to Cooper, or is there talk about it either way?
I wouldn't get into that, but obviously he's got to be front and center a lot because you're one play away from not having Cooper. So just that alone, much less there are things that we can do with him that I think can add punch to the offense.
Jerry Jones here on The Fan.
He gave it away.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other giveaway on the defensive side, what he said in that interview. I thought you had that.
What part?
He was talking about the number 11 and Bland, playing, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I would have kept that one close to my vest. I would have been like, yeah, it look like they looking iffy. I don't know.
Yeah, he should have kept all that.
Yeah.
Especially the Trey Lance. When you say Trey Lance can add a punch, you talking too much. Because now that tell Philly to prepare for that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Big.
What owner is going on the show every damn week and general manager just blah, blah, blah about everything? Like, it's comedy at this point. Like, you come on the air, you just turned up on these dudes like a week and a half ago. Then you come back on here like everything is all easy peasy. Man, this is just a circus. I don't know why he keeps coming on the air talking. For what? Why do you keep coming on air talking? What is the point? I don't get it. And that's the problem with this. You keep coming on every damn week on 105 The Fan, 2-3 days a week, talking mumbo jumbo. Shut up. Yeah. You just went and got y'all went and got Jordan Phillips, right? Remember we talked about that, boss? Yeah. And I said it was 2 years too late. You went and traded for him, then you cut him. You traded for Andrew Booth, you cut him. Like, what sense is this making right here? Like, what are y'all doing in this building? Like I said, one last time, you knew this was going to be a lame duck season, Jerry. You can lie to everybody else. You ain't going to lie to me because you didn't go out there and adequately help this team after that Green Bay game. I said it, and I'm going to say it again. After that Green Bay game, Jerry was done with Mike McCarthy. Okay? Jerry was done with him. And that's why he didn't go out and do all these other things. You let all those guys walk. You signed Ezekiel Elliott. I'm sorry, that was, to me, let's bring some fans back in after that terrible beatdown, and let's have them 15, and let's trumpet that and talk about that right now. But you didn't do anything to help this team. And you didn't do anything to help Mike McCarthy. You let him be in lame duck because you don't want him back. So the easiest way for him to come back is not properly equip the team. Yes, you was gonna sign Dak and CD, but that's for the future and for the future coach. It ain't for Mike McCarthy. So to me, he gave up on this season without saying he gave up on the season. Because if you look at the moves through this year, it said we ain't worried about this year. We're gonna work till next year.
Big. Who does Jerry want?
As a head coach?
Yeah.
I already said 2 people.
Who?
It's either Bill Belichick in my eyes or Kellen Moore.
Boy!
Yeah. All right.
Hey, man.
I know for sure. I got some insider information on that.
Boy, I agree. God.
And I say Kellen Moore first because that was their boy wonder, the Jason Garrett part 2. He was the coach in waiting. He was going to get some good seasoning with Mike McCarthy, and if he couldn't do it, you usher Kellen Moore right in. Well, you saw the infighting between them two, and he didn't want to get rid of him. So when they got rid of him, that was the all-in year. Remember we talked about this on the Final Word, and I said this was the all-in year, the 2023 season.
Yeah.
That was the all-in because they let go of Kellen Moore. You traded for players. You drafted a defensive tackle. That was the all-in. It failed. So we done with you, Mike McCarthy. That was from the Joneses. You can't tell me with Kellen Moore over there at Philly, that's another year of seasoning. He was already over there with the Chargers. Now you get another year of seasoning with the Eagles. In that environment, you don't think that if Jerry said, hey, we want you to come back over here and be the head coach, Kellen Moore wouldn't take that job in a heartbeat. He wants to be a head coach. He would take that job in a heartbeat. And he came from Philly. Dallas was you came from Philly. We got intel. And guess what? We can manipulate you because you'll take anything from us. You ain't gonna come in here bumping and making demands up in here. You're gonna be happy you got a job, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm the coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Jason Garrett, 2.0, 10 years.
Yeah, or 3.0 at this point.
And ain't Kellen Moore, Bill Belichick, because his old ass and what he did with Brady and what he won over there, and it's Bill Belichick in the aura. To me, that sounds like Wade Phillips, right? Mike McCarthy. Oh, man. Remember when Wade Phillips was here? Wade's too soft. Wade's this, Wade's that. We need some discipline. We need some discipline in this organization.
Same song and dance.
Discipline. And guess what? Bill back. Man, it's so obvious with these Cowboys, man. It's pathetic.
Hey, I love being a Cowboy. Big game change.
Game changer.
Let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
I gotta clip that out. God.
Yes, indeed. You know what? Big Game is 1,000% right. I have somebody that's in my ear that's very close to the Cowboys, stating that if these last 2 games were blowouts, right, that they would have fired Mike McCarthy, and the interim coach will be Bill Belichick, by the way. It's just in waiting, you know. So Bill Belichick is really close to the Cowboys, and that's going to be something that could be a tangible thing. Now, he will be your interim, and I don't know what the hell the Cowboys going to do as far as next year's head coach. But, yeah, Big Game. You're right on the money. Because the Ben Johnson thing, it sounds good for us to fantasize and everything. But he ain't cut from the Jones's cloth there, you know. So, yeah, it's going to be either those 2 candidates or somebody else that's like I heard somebody said, was it Matt Eberflus or somebody like that? The retread.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. Because Dallas is good for that. You see Zimmer back in the building. You already seen when Jason Garrett came back. What happened? Jason Garrett went over to the Dolphins, and what happened? He came right back over to Dallas. You get what I'm saying? They're so easily seen. They can't hide their thought pattern. It's so easy. They go with retreads. They don't take the time to actually go look and search because they don't want to do that. They want to stay with what's comfortable to them, whatever is comfortable to them. And guess what? Anything that's around Dallas is comfortable to them. If they go outside, we don't know you. So if we don't know you, we can't trust you. So we got to bring people who been around us and do what we say, so we can kind of low key manipulate them. Because Jerry is a master manipulator. No matter what anybody says, he's a master manipulator. That's why he's always in that media talking, because he knows how to manipulate people. But at the end of the day, Bobby Slovic, Ben Johnson, Zach Robinson, why would them dudes come to Dallas so their ideas and their thoughts could be squashed? Because that's what's going to happen. All those ideas they had somewhere else, they ain't going to happen in Dallas.
Okay, Big. First, man, y'all clap it up for this dude, man.
Clap it up for
God
him,
dang. Boy, they say, man. Y'all better say, man. Ooh, this boy. Oh, man, this boy is fire. Man, I'm going to give him a couple of more. Man. This boy burning up the final word.
They said a lot of people talking about primetime could be a possible situation, but I'm just telling y'all, I'm not reaching. This is absolutely, boss will let you know. This is absolutely somebody within the organization. Let me know this though. I'm not reaching y'all. You know, so it's somebody within the organization. You know, so and you don't have to believe it, but I'm just telling you where it is. You know, so Yeah.
I'm gonna say this.
I could believe they would do it, because guess what that would do? It would bring in people to the seats. It would bring in excitement. It would bring in talk. And that's what Jerry wants. He wants the big thing. So I could definitely see something like that happening, because what's it going to do? Getting everybody back on the train. Everybody who fell off the train will jump right back on the train and hop right back on it, because look who we just signed. They're going to hop back on the train if you have Bill Belichick, because they're like, yeah, we got Belichick.
Yeah, we got some discipline now. Oh, that offsides, let's not go ahead.
Exactly. Exactly. He ain't do nothing without Tom Brady. He ain't do nothing without no damn Tom Brady, though.
Wait. I ain't going to get into that debate. Boy, Big, you cooking though, bro. God,
that boy cooking.
Boy, listen. Yeah, I definitely see Bill Belichick or Kellen Moore, and I love the common sense that everybody got about Ben Johnson, right, and coaches like that. But I'm like you, Big. It's not gonna be implemented. You know, it's not gonna be implemented like people envision. Like, you see, you gotta mix in the Our Guys philosophy into that, right? You see, Ben Johnson. See, and this is the example that I said yesterday. I said, see, if Ben Johnson was over here now, Montgomery wouldn't be playing. Gibbs would be getting all the snaps. Because we would be trying to develop the draft guy, and the free agent would be treated like a bastard. So it's so that combo that they seeing in Detroit, the physical common sense of Montgomery, then a change of pace, speed that you see with Gibbs, you wouldn't see. You wouldn't see it. So it's one of those things. To be honest, Big, Bill Belichick would be our best hope. He would be even though we both agree he will be interfered with, at least he got some skins on the wall to where maybe he could talk Jerry into some things. I don't think Ben could talk him into one thing.
Here's the other thing. Go ahead. Here's the other thing.
No,
you know what, Bill?
Go
ahead.
The only problem I have, my bad, law.
No, you good.
The only problem I have is this: is that with Bill Belichick, right? We said the same thing with Parcells. You feel me?
Yep.
We said the same thing. And when Parcells came in, he did instill discipline. He did have good draft. He did have a couple good drafts. You get what I'm saying? And he ushered in for Wade Phillips. But here's the thing. Even then, Bill Parcells was like, don't get this player. I don't want him. What did Jerry do? I do what I want. I'm going to go get him anyway. And that was Bill Parcells. So why wouldn't he do it to Bill Belichick? He's going to do whatever he wants to do. And it doesn't matter who you are. And that continues to cripple the organization, in my opinion. It hurts the organization because it don't matter who you are. I'm Jerry Jones, and I'm going to make the final decision on everything. And that continues to get in the way of the progress of the Dallas Cowboys, whether we believe it or not. When you usurp your authority of your coach, when you talk about players, when you do those type of things all the time, it trickles down. Everybody says low-hanging fruit to blame Jerry. You're right, because coaches and players are on the field, but it always starts from the top. And when your owner, your GM continues to do these type of things to break down the fiber of your team, it always trickles down no matter what. I don't know why people don't believe that. You work at a job. We all have jobs. If your boss or whatever was doing those type of things, it's still going to hurt your whole organization.
No doubt. Man, you speaking facts right there, bro. There's no rebuttals to that. The only thing like me and Boss can say, Bill Belichick, two mentors is Bill Parcells and Jimmy Johnson, right? So
yes.
And one of the things that was wrong with Bill Belichick is he tried to get like Jimmy Johnson with control over there in Patriots land of being the GM there. And he's terrible. He is terrible in picking players. But he is good in evaluating players from other teams to bring them in.
Right.
So that could work, and by him relinquishing some of that control, because I've seen this guy. He took Matt Jones to the playoffs. So it could be a situation. Now, granted, the Cowboys team is a little bit more talented than that particular team.
Yes.
Hopefully, man, we leaning on that, bro, and it's terrible. And we counting the days. We don't know how long Jerry can last. He may outlive us all with that reptilian blood. But Jerry Jones is one of those guys, man, that put salt on his McGriddle and still do 2 or 3 shows a week. Come on, man. I'm tired and he be up. I'm like, damn, Jerry up already?
I'm sick of love, bro.
I'm sick of love, bro. He in that hypertonic chamber. He in that hyper chamber.
Right.
That was a reptilian blood.
He in that chamber, bro. He in that chamber.
That boy vampire, man.
One thing, though. If we did get Belichick, your secondary gonna be amazing. When is Bill Belichick never had? Bill Belichick get balls off the street and they play real good. The whole secondary too. You talking about a secondary master?
He made J.C. Jackson look like
same. he finding balls off the street.
Yeah.
If you do what he say, man, you gonna be okay. That's what all I gotta say. So defensively, we will be better. It will be about the OC.
Yeah.
And how much influence is Jerry and Steven gonna have? That's all it would be about.
If you bring Josh McDaniels, I already ain't on board with Bill.
Yeah.
But if you bring somebody like a Josh McDaniels up in here, oh man, I ain't even watching the season.
Yeah. Offense gonna look ugly.
Yeah. It's gonna be ugly. And don't nobody want to listen to no damn Josh McDaniels. Shut up. Nobody wants to listen to him. Your rep is bad up in the NFL. Nobody want to listen to that no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just feel like, look, we always keep on saying, well, if we had them, we'll be okay. If we did this, we'll be okay. Cowboy fans, this is your last stand. Because if Bill Belichick come here and he don't do nothing, it's over. Just ain't no more Dallas Cowboys. Because we ain't got nobody else. We ran out of people.
That's it.
Him and Bill and Jerry.
That is
Bill
it.
and Jerry gonna be running the streets. They're gonna have 20. They're gonna have them 20 to 25-year-old girls all over them. Yeah. They're gonna be running the streets, man. Yeah, Jerry Tall ain't gonna have nothing on them boys. Yo, the last dance.
Last one.
That quick.
Oh, hold on, James.
Whoa.
Say it with your chest. I need some proof. I need some evidence.
Like tapped out? Like
when you chokehold and they said, if you just said Dak quit.
And it's crazy because, like, it ain't even, like, funny, though. Like, my man quitting on these dudes. I've had a hamstring plenty of times, and I'm back the next week. I'm not Tyreek Hill. It don't take no 4 weeks for you to heal from no hamstring. You're not Lamar Jackson. You're not Jalen Hurts. You're not running. Where are you running to? You're not running. 4 weeks. Basically put me on ice for 4 weeks, right? No fight, no nothing. Hey, man, I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll be back in a week. This is a hamstring for a quarterback that's not explosive at the quarterback spot. They tried to hold me out. I said, who I'm running away from? I've been 4'5", 4'6". I'm going to stay 4'5", 4'6" with a bad hammy. So I'm going out here playing. Dak Prescott, with the way the season is going right now, we heard him on the sideline, what he said. Dak is quitting on these boys. You are not, is it off the bone or something? Because there's no way you're telling me that you're out 4 weeks with no answers, no nothing, no fight, no nothing for a hamstring, and you're a quarterback. There ain't no way. Drop back, get the ball out. Your hamstring don't got to be 100% at the quarterback spot. Dak Prescott is quitting on these boys, man. If I was on Dak's team and I seen him in the locker room, I would walk by him in the train.
You're right. No, you're right.
Good to see you, dog. And keep pushing.
Good morning.
I know.
Like that. Yeah.
We know. We've been in the facility. We know when dudes is hurt and really can't go, and we know when dudes is messing around.
He tripping.
Okay.
I liked you, James Jones, but you kind of you James Jones. I like you. I like listening to you, and you had good energy. You know, I don't expect you to be super on deck all the time, but you had good energy, made a lot of good points. But that right there, I'm sorry, dog. You tripping, bro, and you sound like a big goofy. This dude is in camp with no contracts. With man, what? This dude is the company man like no other. You feel what I'm saying? This dude, nah, man. I'm really kind of mad at James Jones for that one. And the way he kind of said it, I don't like that either, because the way he played football for how long? Bruh, I've had a hamstring injury too, a bad one. And if you have a bad hammy, you'll be out 3 weeks. Yes, the hell you will. If you get a bad hamstring, you ain't moving. I don't give a hell what you think. And you're playing in the NFL. You a damn quarterback. And these guys are rushing you with that offensive line as beat up as is and playing like it is, and you got a bad hamstring, and these dudes is running after you, and you gonna run? Come on, James Jones. Who told you on this damn show to say all that? Because I don't know if that came from you, bruh. Because you talking crazy. Talking about Dak Prescott quit, bruh. You've had a hamstring injury, dude. I know y'all have had hamstring injuries. They don't take just weeks. It depends on the type of hamstring injury you get, because there's mild and there's moderate and there's really bad.
Yeah, boy.
That's
hey,
crazy.
Clip that one. I'm gonna have to repurpose that one. I think that James Jones was speaking out of emotions there, even though it was a couple of days later, because he's been on the forefront of defending Mike McCarthy. He's a Mike guy. And he's been on the forefront of defending Dak Prescott. Now, ultimately, he see these things of Dak Prescott not performing up to the level or the kinds of caliber of football pedigree that he wanted to see out of Dak. So I'm thinking that he's speaking out of both sides of his mouth. Now, granted, hamstrings, especially once that blood dry up in them and that meat, that's the biggest part of your leg, man, it's hard to move around, right? But for the no to go on IR, that's 4 weeks. That's a long time. That's a long time. And he wanted to see if we can salvage this season. So was it an idiotic statement from James? Yes. You can't say that without verifying and knowing what's really going on and what the MRI shows and these sorts of things. So yeah, that's an idiotic statement. I agree. What you got, boss?
Man, I'd be a hypocrite if I went too hard on James, bro. Because I really listened to what he said.
Okay.
He said from his experience.
From his experience.
And this is, I'm going to be honest, bro. I did that to CD Lamb Sunday. I'm being honest. And I apologize about it Monday. You know what I mean? Now, I did go public and say, yeah, I tripped on that because I separated my shoulder, right? And so when he was, doing all that, I popped my own shoulder in place and kept playing before.
Yeah.
So I was like, bruh, it don't be like that, But then I had to remember I had an AC joint issue with my other shoulder, and it happened one time. You know what I mean? We was doing a walkthrough, practicing onside kick. I dove for it with no pass and landed on my top of my shoulder, strained my AC joint. Hurt, but I could play. And so then I was like, damn. When I saw the reports that CeeDee Lamb had an AC joint. I was like,
damn, yeah.
I judged him, bro. You know what I mean? So I said that to say with James Jones, I think it's what you said, Lau. He been consistently saying what's right about Dak, but in this time, he's speaking from his personal experience, but his personal experience doesn't match the history of hamstrings. Cause see, Big, I could tell you had a hamstring pull. Me too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
See, when you have a hamstring pull, bro, you cannot play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bro,
it's 2 weeks minimum.
2 weeks minimum.
Minimum. So he must have had a very slight pull. Slight. Because if you
you talking about him, James. Yeah,
James. Because if you was able to play the next week, bro.
Yeah, bro, you didn't have no crazy hamstring.
You ain't had no hamstring. I had it twice, Big.
Hey, which one y'all had that Charlie? Hey, you ever had a?
Oh, that Charlie.
That Charlie horse. Which one had that Charlie horse?
And here's the thing with those hamstrings, because boss, I had never had a hamstring injury like this, and I was playing, and I pulled it. So after I pulled it, it took a couple days. You know how it hurts real bad the first couple days.
Yeah.
Then after about 3 or 4 days, it's like I'm not that bad. I can move. I was walking and everything.
Shit.
But let me make a sharp turn.
Yeah. Or a sudden move.
Turn, I was ready to fall to the ground crying.
Yeah. It takes 2 weeks. Even when you think you back, you ain't back.
No, it's not, because you got that knot in the back of your hamstring at the very top of it. You feel it, and until that knot goes away, you're not moving.
Not moving. No Bengay, no icy hot. You're gonna get that knot up out of there.
Tiger bomb.
Yeah. And sometimes them ladies wearing them legs out, man. I know that Kardashian did that to Miles.
Now check this out.
Go ahead, boss.
How we gonna be feeling?
Oh my gosh. TOP, baby. Put TOP in the chat.
I don't think we're beating Philly, in my opinion. Sorry.
I can't. I don't give a dog if they call up and put Vinny Testaverde in as quarterback. I'm still gonna be delusional to this point and say Cowboys still got a chance. I can't stand Philly big game.
Because we supposed to be having Micah Parsons come back, right?
We're supposed to have Parsons come back, bro.
And we supposed to have Bland come back, right?
In the mix too,
So Bland coming back, right?
Boss,
supposedly.
Here's my thing, though. This is what I want to ask you, though, boss. I don't trust this leadership.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I don't trust that when it starts getting bad, they ain't going to give up, because guess what? When y'all was getting your ass kicked in Green Bay, y'all gave up.
Yeah.
When y'all played another team, I can't remember, y'all was getting your ass kicked, and we talking about, boss, especially with Micah Parsons. He always shrugging the shoulders and throwing the head. So I got to look at the leadership from him, because from what I've seen, when y'all start getting your ass kicked, y'all just be going through the motions. So right now, I can't be believing what y'all be saying. I need to see it, because right now, one of your inspirational leaders is down. I don't know who steps up and becomes the leader, because who is the real leaders right there without a Dak Prescott? Who's the leader?
On defense, who are the two people that shine the most for you?
Over Sean.
Without Dak Prescott.
And Eric.
No, I'm talking you, big game, James. On defense, who are the 2 to 3 guys that shine the most to you in the last 3 weeks?
Demarion Overshown.
One.
Carl Lawson had a good game against Atlanta. He showed up. He had a couple sacks. Jeez.
So we only had 2. So if we get 65% Bland, that's better than anything that we've seen out of Carson, right? And if you add in Overshown plus what we hope to see out of Parsons, that's a plus for us, right? So I'm just trying to look at it like this. If we get some reinforcements there, but what we're going to have to do, can't get greedy at all. We're going to have to TOP this thing. Make this game, because the Jags are terrible. And the Phillies was fighting for their life. They were fighting for their life. And although the Jags got some playmakers, I'm not going to take that away from them, but they just as terrible as us. And Philly was fighting for. Was Philly fighting for their life? Did you get a chance to watch it?
I watched it. I did watch it.
Jags would beat us. I think the Jags would beat us.
Come on, man. Yeah, shit. Everybody can beat the Cowboys if you're not.
And Philly had the Jags, and Jags had some good bouncers that went their way. We need some of that Jags luck.
We need some of that Jags stuff.
Yeah, because they remember Saquon fumbled.
We need a decent quarterback. Look at our wins and look at our losses this year. Okay, the wins. Deshaun Watson was the quarterback. What is he? Nothing. Derek Carr. I mean, who else did we beat?
Daniel Jones. Yeah.
No, sorry, I can't give it to him.
And Justin Fields.
Who was our other? And I'm sorry, Justin Fields got benched. And I'm sorry, I'm not taking away from that Pittsburgh victory, but I'm sorry. When I knew Justin Fields was the quarterback, I felt good. I wasn't worried. I'm not worried about a Justin Fields because he's more of a running quarterback. He's not a throwing quarterback. He's a running quarterback. So I knew we had the advantage. Now, if Russell Wilson would have played that game, I ain't going to say I would have been nervous, but I would have been more, just because he can throw that ball more. When Dallas plays an apt quarterback or an adept quarterback, we lose.
But Justin Fields is Jalen Hurts without weapons, So I'm not trying to beat up Jalen Hurts. Come on, man. Look up the stats. Look up the stats for the last 3 years and compare them, and you'll see something. That's all I'm gonna say. Look at the stats. Look at the stats. Look at the stats.
I don't care about stats. I don't care about stats, Law.
But Justin Fields never had an AJ. Justin Fields never had an AJ and Smith on both sides, and a Saquon Barkley in the backfield. Come on, man. Come on. Look at the stats. Go side by side, and you'll see something. You'll see something.
No, I'm not hyping Jalen Hurts, but Justin Fields is not better than Jalen Hurts, bro. No, he's not.
Look at the stats. Look at the stats.
I don't care what the stats say.
I think I know how to beat Philly.
Go ahead.
I think I know how to beat Philly. I think it's what you said, time of possession. To rest the defense. Game management with Trey Lance. Have a 30-30 game plan where you're going to only limit him to about 30 attempts, low risk passing, take at least 3 vertical shots, especially after you warm them up with the running game, Now, how you mix that up, that's up to you, Mike McCarthy. But get behind your running game, get behind Rico, get behind Zeke, and just have a game management style offense. You intentionally trying to be slow. You also gonna need some luck. You need to come up with that football. Y'all need to be stripping at the football. Y'all need to be trying to punch at the football. You gotta at least get 1 turnover. You have to. You gotta get the ball. You make those. You stop the run. You can't even sell out to stop the run because they got too many weapons. You can't sell out. You got to stop the run without selling out. That's going to be the hardest thing they got to do. You got to be able to stop the run without having a 6-man front. Because if you try that 6-man front, oh no. And Bland, if he play, he can't have no layoff.
Facts. He got to be immediately ready. But what we counted, he got to be at least 60 to maybe 50% better than what Carson's is out there, right? So at the end of the day, the Eagles, they do have a good offensive line. I know they banged up a little bit too, to a degree, but they do have the 2 outside weapons in Saquon Barkley. The best way that you slow that down, if you take care of the clock, run the ball, play the fields. Don't try to do trickery. Don't try to go for it on 4th and 1 on your own side of the field. Play the field, and then you can make this game close. And then you know how close games are when you're in Dallas. Just know that you got 3 points in the bag once you get to the star. You got 3 points.
This feeling, Mike.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, he playing, bro.
Yeah.
And I like CeeDee Lamb versus y'all young corners. I like that matchup.
Yeah.
I think we go win that.
See if the quarterback can get it to him.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get it. Oh, let's get these super chats and we get up out of here. You got some super chats over there, Big?
No, I'm chilling.
Let me see. I got Too Cool says Big Game James. Don't get your blood pressure up. Dion is on his way.
Dion.
Sanders prime time.
Dion.
Tell you something. Y'all blood pressures is up, not mine. I'm great.
Yeah, Big,
right,
Big Baby rolling on Twitter. Big told somebody, see, that's what happened to you, man. You be getting your hopes up, bro. That's what Big Baby rolling.
Your heart broke out here.
You get your heart broke. He said that's why you get your heart broke. I was over here crying. I said, Big gonna tell you straight, bro.
Yeah. I'll never forget, man. We was on the show, and then Mike Fisher said, "Yeah, y'all some young guys." And then Big Game was like, "Man, you about the same age." And he's like, "For real?"
Yeah.
So Big Game James ain't struggling over here.
Nah, I don't look like you. I don't look like you, Fish.
Yeah, but yeah. He said, "Y'all some young bucks. Y'all may not know." And we're like, "Big."
No, I'm your age.
I'm your age.
I just don't look like you.
Don't look like you. Too Cool with the
Big can
follow
tell you
up.
straight up, bro. That's my boy.
Big got no filter, man.
Yeah, that's
what we
my
had
dog.
on the show.
That's when you get your heart broke.
The dude was trying to bring up Noah Brown. You know, he was like,
"Oh,
what was his name? Oh my God,
that dude." And then he'll tell you, "I don't give a hell." That's when you know it's real. When he say, "I don't give a hell," that's when you know it's real right there. When he give you that, "I don't give a hell."
I don't give a hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But shout out to Noah Brown. Now he catching Hail Marys and stuff, man. But Too Cool with another follow up of a $4.99 for your mind. He says the Cowboys were. Let me see. We got to proofread it. Oh, my bad, dog. The Cowboys were. Dang, man. Hold on. I'm gonna reread this thing. Get some grammar on this thing. Damn, dog, what you talking? What you saying? Cowboys were your many moves. I'm just gonna read it. Cowboys were your many moves away from on contenders. Rather you believe him
You should
or
have
not.
read it, dog.
Henry.
You should even read it.
You
shouldn't even read it, bro.
He put 5 on
You should have just interpreted.
Well, I'm trying. You said
just
Henry could be good, but don't change our record. BB washed.
Oh.
I think Bill Belichick is washed. But shout out to Too Cool, man. My hooked on phonic eyes is just terrible right now. Too Cool also said for the $1.99. Boy, he's the sponsor over here, bro. He's spending. You know, inflation.
He can spell all he want. He get all the grammar errors. But that boy drunk over there.
Prime time. He said he's on his prime time, baby. Prime time head coach. Calm down. They know him. Come on with it. Y'all, shout out to Too Cool, man.
There you go, Too Cool.
All right.
My super
Too Cool,
chat say James Jones trying to get the facility ratings boost. Cowboys attract views. He lame for that. Ooh, Chris slapped that boy. And then another super chat from Chris. He said we beat ourselves more than the opposition. Got a point.
Yeah.
I say two things.
Boy, Eagles fans. The Eagles fan really hot over here, man. I forgot I got a lot of Eagles fans over here, bro. They still. Jalen Hurts is way better than Justin Fields. You out of your mind, Law. You delusional nuthole.
They going crazy over there.
Nuthole, yeah.
Man, I'll take Fields over Jalen Hurts all day.
Man, they acting like Justin Fields had a Saquon Barkley, A.J. Garland, and a doggone Smitty. But I get it, though. If Jalen Hurts the greatest thing since sliced bread, shout out to Jalen Hurts, man.
Jalen Hurts, man. Oh, second-round quarterback. He'll be Dak back up.
Wait a minute. Boy, you created some more toxic stuff in the chat, boss.
I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Exactly. That's why I would take Fields over that sucker all day long. I sure would. He faster, he taller, got more swag, everything about him better. He just ain't got the weapons. If he had the number one offensive line, the best running back, a Heisman winning receiver, and the number one free agent weapon in A.J. Brown and Dallas Guard, man, game manager, get out of here, Jalen Hurts. Whack self. Can't stand it.
Now you're going to have people fighting on my channel all day in the comment section. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just getting warmed up. I think I'm going to fight somebody from Philly tomorrow. I'm just getting warmed up. I'm going to have a guest tomorrow from Philly, so I'm just getting ready. Because if you think I'm going to lay down because they Philly, man, you got me so messed up. I'm going to find a way. Because that's what they do to us, big. Every time they know we better than them, they still stick their chests out. Why would I act any different, bro? Because it's a chance we still can whoop them. At the end of the day, they still inferior. At the end of the day, they still ain't nothing but some old green turds. You a bird. You a bird. Your mascot a bird. Man, if you don't get out of here, man, you gotta be a man. A cowboy. You hear me? Our mascot is a man. You hear me? Not a bird.
Talk to him, boss.
Damn bird.
Let him feel it.
Oh, freeloading that. Man, don't
But
get me
Big
started
Game,
on this.
but Big Game James, I know it's Philly week, but you tormenting over there because I know how bad he been saying on this show for years of how much he hate Washington. Them damn Washington people, I never knew they know how to talk some trash, bro.
They do.
Them Washington, they talking some trash.
Between them and Philly, between them and Philly is bad. Like, trust me, a lot of my friends are Washington fans, and they've been quiet for so many years, and I've been tearing their ass up, lighting their ass up. Trust me, they've been all in my inbox. They've been calling me, texting me, like, all they're saying is, we can't wait. Jaden Daniels gonna kill y'all. Yeah,
we want Dallas.
Oh, man, I want them too. I want them too. Because at the end of the day, y'all still Washington. Like, for real, man.
It's still Washington.
You Washington, man. Like,
that's one, because all I'm gonna say is, I remember that year in '89 when we only won one game, and who was it against?
Washington. You still Washington at the end of the day, man, and we still Dallas, man.
I'm gonna live off of that one right there.
And Big don't drink no Kool-Aid.
No.
Nah. That will never happen again. Ever.
Try to give him some.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right, like, nah, bro. That's one of the reasons I can't quit, because we got too much of the division left, bro. I cannot.
Oh man,
quit.
I got all the division opponents left.
I ain't finna quit. Too much division left, man. Hell no.
Hey, boss. At the end of the day, we can play spoilers. We can play bad guys. We can be. I'm
with that, Law. I'm with that. I'm a hater like that, Law. I want us to get. I want us to get healthy, and I still want us to smash. Yes. Forget the draft pick. I'm with you, Law.
Get that damn draft pick. Come on.
Smash them. Hate on them. Everything. Get them out the playoff if it's close. Break somebody's arm again. Like we did Dallas Goddard. Let's go. We got Philly, man. Let's go, man. Can't stand no Philly. And we still don't fear no Philly.
Come on with it, man. Y'all been all nice to Philly. Y'all holding doors for them. Y'all saying, y'all doing good. Stop giving damn Philly flowers this week. None of that stuff, man.
Thank you.
We need to get crunk over here, man.
Man, let's go.
Perfect. Hey, boss, we gonna have more heart than the players on the damn field.
Hey, if somebody gotta have it.
Somebody got to
have it, man. Shoot.
You want answers?
Shoot, man. Period.
Come on with it. Come on with it, shoot.
Yeah, I just want to keep it real quick, because I can't stand them. It's still I hate Philly all day long.
I can't stand Philly nor Washington now. Now the resurgent Giants fans, they all humbled and everything. They nice.
They still humble.
Giving us water. Yeah. But damn, Washington and Philly, they sitting around here with pom-poms and cheerleading around here saying that they finna take over and stuff. And keep in mind, Even though Mike McCarthy may have that Waffle House menu, but keep this in mind: common opponents, he may get ready for it. He may be dialed in and tuned in. Let's be ready with it.
I got a question. So I hear y'all gung ho about Philly and Washington. And I don't like them either, but I want them picks. I don't care what you say. I want them damn picks. So let's say Dallas upsets a Philly and a Washington, and it messes up the picks. Is it worth it?
I mean,
ask yourself that.
Nah. Man. Okay, Big. The responsible thing would be no. But I just want to be emotional for 1 second, bro. Like, I just want to be emotional, bro. But you're right.
Okay.
Boss, he killing us over here, man.
But if this, as long as the season over and Big, this is what you respect about me, and I know you respect about Law. Some people say they ain't go quit, but they quit.
Yeah. Ooh, I've been catching it.
Right.
You like that tweet when I said, boss, you like that tweet when I said, nah, don't quit now.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, don't quit. Don't quit now.
Don't quit now.
Don't quit now.
Because see, Big didn't quit. Big said it was lame duck this year, so this ain't no quitting.
This ain't quit. You said 8-8, no 8-9.
I said this ain't nothing happening this year, so there wasn't never no quit.
Yep.
But all y'all frontliners, not y'all, but there's a whole lot of frontliners bumping them gums, talking about Dallas this, rah, 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 rah. As soon as we get in our ass kicked, now everybody want to talk draft. No, don't talk about that thing. Get your ass right back on that front line and get to cheering about them Cowboys now.
Say that's hey, see, Big. That's why I'm on this Trey Lance. That's why I'm on that. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, say, if you spit that 4th round on them, Jerry, show you right.
You're right. I need all my frontline Cowboy people to keep going because guess what, boss? Yeah. If Dallas wins 3 in a row or upsets them, who's gonna jump right back on that train, boss?
The bandwagoners. But hey, but guess what? But guess what, Big? It's hard, bro. It's hard being in my position. Y'all know I'm optimistic guy. It's hard. I'm fighting. People think that we losing because of me. They thinking that I'm calling the plays, boss and Big. They are mad at me.
I like y'all how y'all stay in front line and still trying to figure out solutions. That's what I'm talking about. I said, no, I don't want nobody who be going hard with Dallas 24/7 and now getting their ass kicked. Now y'all want to talk about draft and wave white flags now. Ain't no way for no white flags.
That's my dog.
That's my dog.
And get your ass back on that front line and get to cheering.
Ah, my dog.
Say it again, Big A. Tell them what to do.
Get back on the front line and get to cheering, bro.
You can't handle the truth.
That's what I'm talking about.
White flag down. And all y'all go hard people get back on that front line and get to chirping Dallas.
You want answers?
So when you see them doggone flipping out, send them back over to me. You say, no, tag me with it. Be like, no. Yeah.
I will be on Twitter watching. I will be back on Twitter watching because I was watching Boss. You hear me, Lord? Boss.
Hey, you watching me, dog? I ain't quit yet, bro. I ain't quit yet. I gotta see these division games.
Yeah. And I heard a whole bunch of quitting, and I was watching.
My boy say he watching. I ain't go. You know I ain't gonna slip now because I know you watch it. I said you should have told me that. Now I'm gonna have to fake like I'm on it now. I'm gonna fake for a little while, even when I quit. I'm gonna give it about 2 more weeks. Like I'm optimistic. I'm gonna be lying. So I promise you this: if I quit, you ain't gonna know, dog.
hey, boss. Hey, boss. What you gonna do? You gonna just start talking less? That's what.
Yeah. I'm gonna just start talking about draft people. Just say, hey, just in case y'all ain't looked at it, I just want to. Yeah, I'm gonna spin it. You know, I got a different way to spin it, bro. I'm gonna find a way to spin it.
Boss, you know what you gonna do? You be like, hey, the Boss Cowboys draft book will be out soon.
hey, the Boss Cowboy draft guy gonna drop in December.
Hey, craziest thing is, man, it haven't even got cold yet, and people are quitting. It's not even cold.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. It ain't even cold yet. And see, I meant what I said, bro. Like Tomlin did not panic when Russell Wilson went down. He didn't panic, bro. We got real life examples of what you can do. You can say, hey, listen, man, We go with our new quarterback. We ain't gonna play no games with him. We go make him a game manager. We go use his legs. We just go make safe throws with him, and we go try to eke out games. That's what they should do right now. Yeah, it's truly too early to panic. It really is.
Yeah, it's 3-5 just seemed daunting, man. It's just really crazy.
And
but most of our division games is in the end, though.
And Jerry, you got a chance to look right as hell, bro. If you get Trey Lance going, and we like Big say, we win 3 games out the next 4, bruh, and then Dak come back, and now we can win out and probably get into the playoffs, man, you gonna look so right. You gonna look right, especially if Mingo makes some plays. Say,
it's crazy, bro. We seen the Texans lose to the Jets. It's possibilities like teams can be hot, then they can get cold.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Philly got cold last year.
Yeah,
any given Sunday.
Yeah,
any given Sunday, man, down the stretch, and around this time last year, nobody saw Green Bay.
Hey, y'all,
nobody saw them.
I want to sneak
around.
in a rapid fire session that I forgot, but it's important.
What's that?
It's fast, though. It's real fast.
Okay,
what does Jonathan Mingo mean for Jalen Tolbert? Rapid fire. Big.
Ooh. Pressure?
Yeah. Pressure.
Yeah. I got a chance as soon as Jonathan Mingo was picked up. His trainer jumped into my inbox, and his mentors is A.J. Brown, D.K. Metcalf, and Elijah Moore, and those are all of the guys that mentor Jonathan Mingo. And his trainer is the same trainer as well as C.D. Lamb. So he's saying that, hey, give this kid an opportunity. He also lamented the fact that they are 2 different receivers out of Jalen Tolbert and this guy right here, Jonathan Mingo. He's a bigger size guy, so he can play that X position naturally. If you look back at the last 2 games, there were crucial catches that was dropped by Kevontae Turpin. Not saying that this guy can catch the contested catches, but size, body frame, and all of that matters. Size do matter. So hopefully that will be a situation. I know it's supposed to be rapid fire, but I forgot to add that in there. So what they're saying, that in the foreseeable future, you may have the lineup of C.D. Lamb, Mingo, and Flo.
So let's give our final words. Jerry said today, we are buying, we not selling. A lot of people wanted us to be sellers at the trade deadline. I actually really truly disagree. I do. But I think if you gonna be aggressive, be really aggressive. Don't be halfway aggressive. You was aggressive with Trey Lance.
Yeah.
You was very aggressive. You went out there and got Trey Lance. You ain't asked nobody. You was maverick. But don't be half maverick. See, somebody was maverick. And see, this is also the other thing about Jonathan Mingo. Jerry didn't do this. This is Will McClay and his staff, who usually does good. Or we can debate that. But I will say this again. If you go be aggressive, be all the way aggressive. Don't get guys for emergency and then slow play it. You gonna look like a coward. If you skipped everybody for Trey Lance, win with him. Because I honestly don't believe, I'm just being all the way honest, that lightning is going to strike twice. You not going to get this current defense to only allow 20 points. That's the only way Cooper Rush went on that 4-1 run. Let's keep it real. That defense was hot as hell. Big was right. He said it earlier. It's not going to happen twice. You're going to have to get a spark. You really need a spark now. You ain't got no time to wait. If you hinting that it's going to be Trey, let it be Trey. And then when Mingo, maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now, get up to speed, go fast with that too. If you're trying to get in the playoffs, act like it. Don't let Stephen Jones, don't let Mike McCarthy trying to save his job make you afraid to be the Maverick that at one time had you great? Because at one time, the great Jerry Jones would go get Haley, even though he was considered crazy by San Fran. At one time, Jerry would go get Dion. So if you was Maverick, be Maverick. That's my final word.
To me, this was a shut-up signing, in my opinion. Now, I do like the age. I do like he's young. He's still fresh, so you can't just throw him away. But to me, this was a sign of shut up. We got somebody, and now be quiet. And he's young, and he's got some things going for him, so be quiet for a little bit. We went out there and tried. But to me, it's just the same old Cowboy way. People listening to media, Dallas Cowboys headquarters listening to people out there in the streets. Oh, we got to do something. Quiet the people. I just feel like this was one of those quiet the people. Because if this dude Mingo comes over here and you don't do nothing with him, just like Boss said, I don't know why you just don't go ahead and start Trey Lance.
Right.
What you got to lose?
Exactly.
What you got to lose? Because
right.
You're not going to sit there and tell me Cooper Rush, just like you said, Boss, it ain't going to strike twice with that defense the way it did. We had like 20 turnovers damn near in them 4 or 5 game win streak, like 20 sacks.
Going crazy.
It was some crazy numbers. That absolutely is not going to happen this time. So what you got to lose? You spent the 4th round pick, like you said, grow some kahunas and come out there and say, everybody's probably thinking Cooper Rush going to start. Come out there and start Trey Lance.
Right.
Throw a whole monkey in the whole damn thing. Come in there, start Trey Lance, because guess what? Yeah, we know he has some throwing problems, but that dude can run the ball.
Yeah,
he can run the ball.
Speed.
So, man, and we saw when he had that long touchdown run against them Chargers in the preseason. Put some packages, get some stuff together for him, throw some short, quick passes, and start him. And maybe, just maybe, you could surprise.
Yep.
You don't know because you don't got nothing else to lose right now, Dallas. You got nothing to lose right now. So go out there, since you spent that 4th round pick, make something of it, Jerry, and let's see what you can do. But other than that, pretty much that's my final word, because I ain't got nothing else to say about these fake-ass Cowboys.
Hey, I love being a Cowboy.
Big game, James.
Game changer.
Let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
Very good final word, bro.
Yes,
very good.
Yes, indeed. Big Game James, man. Everything else remained the same. Big Game James be coining words like baby nuts and everything like that, and it'd be real stuff, man. Yeah. That's Big Game, man. He's gonna give you the real raw and uncut, regardless of the situation.
That's right.
The Cowboys, they win this game with TOP. They got to control the game. One of the things that get you from being lazy is not being comfortable. And there's no way that Mike McCarthy can be comfortable with these backup of quarterbacks, right? So he's going to have to go into this game plan and sketch out something that can tangibly work. Now, my thoughts on Jonathan Mingo in departing, I get it. He may not be what we want, but it's not his fault that he's in Dallas right now. And we've seen storylines of things happening. There's people right now would give over a spleen right now to have Sam Darnold. He was in Carolina Panthers. There's people who will give away one of their good tooth that's on the side to get a Baker Mayfield. He was in Carolina, right? So both of those quarterbacks was right there in Carolina, and they didn't shine. They didn't give anything to relate to anything tangible, but they are doing something now. So what I'm saying is a change of scenery may work for him, but these are bigger and brighter lights over here, and there's going to be some growing pains and growing curves with this, because this is how the family of the family is over here in Cowboys land. He's not going to be able to walk on water. He's not a savior. He's not a D-Hop nor a DeAndre. Well, he's not DeAndre Hopkins nor a Devontae Adams. He's not none of those guys. He's a Jonathan Mingo. So what I can say is this right here, Cowboy Nation. I know we're 3-5. I know it looks grim. I know everything seems as if though we can't see the light because it's a really dark tunnel. But what we're going to have to do is get back to true football, 30 for 30, run the ball, Yeah, play the field. Don't go for it on your side, and let's keep this game close, and then hopefully the ball will bounce our way and we can get things going. This is a common opponent. Maybe Mike McCarthy can get things going. I see Zeke in there. You know, they said that he's not suspended. Rico grew his dreads back. So, hey, let's give these things going. So give Rico the ball. He averaged 6.3 yards per tote. Hey, he did good. He did good all the way up to the third quarter. The only person that slowed him down was Mike McCarthy.
That's it.
Yeah, it's the only person that slowed Rico down last week.
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy that's holding that Waffle House menu right there.
Yep.
And right now, who's throwing up the Q side. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Mike, put the ball in Rico's hand and we get to the goal line. Let's
Put it in Zeke's hand.
Ooh! Come on with it.
That's simple, bro.
Yeah, simple.
Literally that simple.
Yeah, let's go, man. They gonna get this dub, man.
Man, let's go, bro. Let's get it, bro. You already know.
Let's get on up out of here.
And remember,
good final word,
listening to nothing but the best.
Those grills drop it hard.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, drop it.
And remember,
Rico got them dreads back.
You got them dreads back, man.
I just wanna run it up.
Rico gonna try to kill me when he see me.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revan now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just want